Back and ready to attack here with your sports money coverage of the PGA. This week, we get ready for the big fourth major of the year, the Open Championship. They'll be facing off, they'll be in Scotland, Jeff. The Genesis Scottish Open going to take place early start times. Lots of these players have taken time off to get the rest so that they can redesign and redeploy their game. How do you feel about the Scottish Open, Jeff?
I like it personally. I excuse me. I like the tournament start times a lot earlier. Than we typically would see at 3, 4 in the afternoon. Um, it's a par 70. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. We got some of the big names, like you said. They took some time off. We got Scheffler, McIlroy, you know, uh, Xander. We got Fleetwood. We got a bunch of the boys out there. So this should be a pretty good tournament. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So Link's course, and that's why this is such a big setup for the major. There's different from some of those PGA tracks that we've been breaking down, talking about, you know, tree line fairways and appropriate approach shots being so significant and critical. These are links courses. Links courses are typically wide open. You'll be lucky to see a tree anywhere. They got rolling fairways, lots of undulation. You'll have some ball above or below the feet as they try to make their approach shots and knockdowns. You'll have rolling greens. They're fast, they're open, but man, they're going to be cruising. And look at this combination. It's a blend of putting. It's a length factor. The ball's going to roll on for days. And we're going to see whose game is in shape, Jeff. So let's get to it. Let's talk about some top 20s, 10s, 5s, outright winners, first round leaders. The floor is yours. Kick us off.
All right, I'll roll the top 20. Speaking of greens rolling. I One of the best putters in the business right now, which hasn't paid out too well for him. Sammy Burns, top 20 at plus 190. And Matt Fitzpatrick as well, top 20 at plus 190. Again, both guys fair prices for them. I don't think they're gonna outright win this thing, but I could certainly see them coming in the top 20s at plus 190s. I feel those are good prices. Top 10s, I went with the guy on the side there, Tommy Fleetwood at plus 240. And Ludwig Oberg at plus 320. Both those guys, top tens. I mean, they're projected to be in the top five, so they certainly could come in the top 10 at plus 240 and plus 320. I think those are pretty good looks. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Sammy Burns. I did take him for a top 20 with you. It's kind of funny with the list out there. 7 of his last 8 starts, he's finished in the top 20. So I just thought plus 190 was a really great price tag. I like Matty Fitzpatrick too. I took him a little bit different way. We'll talk about that shortly. But top 20 spot, Chris Gotterup. There's a player I want to get involved with there. Metrics wise, he does meet the scale. Off the tee, driving distance in terms of this field, this guy can bomb that ball. And top 25 finishes, he's got 7 in his last 11 starts. The old 7-11. He's a plus 300. Top 20 finishes out there. I did take Xander. I went to Xander. I'll tell you what. Xander's got a previous Scottish Open win. So in terms of being able to play a link style course and the demand that the long game and the putting gives you, he certainly checked the box. 2022 winner out there. And top 10 finish for Xander is a plus 220. I'm going to factor in a top 5 for Xander as well, a plus 350. So I got a top 20 in Gotterup. I got a top 10 and a top 5, kind of doubling down on Xander. And talk to us about your top 5s and your outrights.
I like that you said Xander. My top 5, I'm going with the previous winner with Robert McIntyre, Bobby Mack, at plus 650 in the top 10. And I also went with Xander Schauffele at plus 400 in the top 5. Uh, he's had some injuries. He's had some struggles. He makes the cuts. He just hasn't been able to finish it out. This could be, to your point, he's the previous winner. He likes the links courses. This could be his shot to, I don't necessarily outright win, but he could certainly come in the top 5 at plus 400. And then outright winners. I took some shots this week. My outright winners, I think they've been 1-1 the last couple of where making the cut and one's missed the cut. So I'm taking a couple of shots here. I'm rolling with Ryan Fox at plus 6,500 and Maverick McNeely at plus 7,500. So again not going heavy with these things. These are obviously 65 and 75 to 1 shots. Certainly wouldn't recommend a full unit, but certainly worth a look. So that's how I'm rolling.
Gotcha. Hey, I got one top 5 spot. I don't usually get involved in the top 5, but I do play some top 5 today. I've got the first round and outrights as well. Aaron Ray, give me a top 5 finish for Aaron Ray. That's a plus 900 price tag on this guy. And, the thing about this is, again, another former champion. So we know that his game will conform to the style of, action and activity required. He's had some ups and some downs out there. But I think this is an opportunity where he can go back and finish. There's some big names. We talked about Sammy Burns. I'll talk about him in a second too here. But look, Aaron Ray's got some top 30 finishes, some top 20 finishes out there, and just kind of lying in the weeds, waiting to pounce. And an opportunity with a nice field, changing of conditions out there, support this guy's game. I'm also going to take him first round leader. I've got him for a 75-1 first round leader spot. Not going to take him full game now or full tournament. I might regret that decision down the road, but when you've got a field like Rory and Scotty out there, obviously it's going to be tough to get around them boys. However, anything can happen early. Those guys just kind of keep plugging along and stacking up, their birdies here. But Aaron Ray, as a previous finish winner, has an early morning tee time. That's important because I think as you look at these green compounds and these guys stepping all over them with their spikes, it's going to get very dangerous and fast towards the end of the that morning set or what would be our morning session. So I like these guys that are earlier in the tee times. That's why I didn't take Matty Fitzpatrick for a first round leader. I like Sam Burns as a first round leader. Sam Burns 55-1. Again, a late morning tee time out there, kind of in that position where we see a lot of times in these golf courses. Somebody goes out there and sets the bar, and everyone else is just kind of playing catch up for the rest of the day. And then, listen, I'm going to take Xander Schauffele off the first round leaderboard, but I do have him outright 20-1. You mentioned Xander before. I mean, this guy, despite the injuries, he's got a top 12 finish at the U.S. Open. He's got top 18 finishes or better in his last 8 starts. So we'll take a little action there. I get Sammy Burns at 40-1. Matty Fitzpatrick 45-1. Again, not a first round leader because of his tee time. And the last guy I've got here, sneak another first round leader in here, not to go out of sequence, but give me Denny McCarthy. This guy's kind of been a silent assassin. He's been up and down the board, but he's got himself a perfect tee time, I think, in this morning grouping to go out there at 80-1 and surprise some people early. So we'll see if he can sneak in there and get a cash for us too. But there's some big price tags for you guys. Jeff, tell them what's going on. Tell them where they can find you. And let's put a bow on the show.
You can follow me over at XMMA Jeff 19 and always at Sports Money. Let's get some cash this weekend.
Excellent stuff. Appreciate everybody watching. Smash that thumbs up button. Hit the like for us and leave a comment with your favorite golf action. You'll find us here. Sports Money Network. We're going to be rocking Saturday for the big UFC live stream, so you do not want to miss out UFC Nashville. And everything else that we've got kicking around the channel, keep those notifications on so you don't miss the content when it drops. Good luck, everybody. Have a great golf open.